The PFRDA Grade A 2026 exam notification is expected soon. Keeping this thing in mind, this PFRDA Grade A exam can be a golden opportunity for all of your aspirants who are preparing for various regulatory body rated exams. More so for people who are preparing for the SEBI Grade A exam. So let us have a look at whether there is a syllabus overlap as far as these two exams are concerned. Is the pattern of PFRDA same as the SEBI Grade A examination? Is there the similarity in the cutoff with respect to both these exams? All of these things we'll be exploring in this particular video. But before moving ahead, let me tell you that the two main pillars as far as the preparation with respect to any exam is concerned are syllabus and previous year questions. So if you're preparing for the PFRDA Grade A exam, you should definitely have a hold on these two documents, and these are provided in a PDF format which you can download by clicking the link given in the description of this particular video. Don't forget to download that. And let me take you through this video wherein we'll be discussing how PFRDA Grade A is a golden opportunity for all those people who are preparing for various regulatory body related examinations, more so for people who are preparing for the SEBI Grade A exam. Is there any syllabus overlap? We will have a look at, and we'll also see, is the exam pattern similar? Are the cutoffs similar? Is the post and salary similar? And what is the eligibility criteria? Once that you know that yes, these things are similar, and if you are preparing for the SEBI Grade A exam, what is the eligibility criteria so that you can give the PFRDA Grade A exam also is something that we'll be discussing over here. Let's quickly move into this. So first things first, is there an overlap with respect to the syllabus? Definitely. Okay, so let me tell you that if we see, there are two papers that you have to attempt as far as the phase 1 is concerned, and two papers as far as the phase 2 is concerned. The pattern is same as far as PFRDA Grade exam and SEBI exam both are concerned. Now in the phase 1 paper 1, as far as SEBI is concerned, we have QRE and general awareness. Same is the case with PFRDA also. Quant reasoning, English, and general awareness, and you have to clear an overall cutoff. Okay, there is no sectional cutoff as of now. Now talking about the paper 2, there are these technical subjects that are there as far as SEBI and PFRD are concerned. Commerce and accountancy, finance management, companies act, economics, costing, all of these are common in both these exams. You have just one subject extra as far as the PFRD Grade A exam is concerned, that is the pension sector. Okay, now talking about phase 2, phase 2 paper 1 is descriptive English, right? And if we talk about paper 2, descriptive English is same as far as SEBI Grade A exam is concerned and PFRDA Grade A exam is concerned. Okay, both it is same. While talking about the other subjects as far as phase 2 paper 2 are concerned, it is the same, like commerce and accountancy, finance management, companies act, economics, costing, all of these subjects are there in SEBI Grade A paper 2 as well as in PFRDA Grade A paper 2. But there is one extra subject here in phase 2 paper 2 also, that is pension sector. So all in all, whatever is your preparation with respect to SEBI would be completely enough so as to go for the PFRDA Grade A exam. You just have to prepare one more extra component, that is pension sector. Is that very clear? So there's a wonderful syllabus overlap, and this is a wonderful opportunity for everyone who's preparing for the SEBI Grade A exam, that they can give the PFRDA Grade A exam also. Okay. Now moving ahead, let us have a look at whether there is a similarity in the exam pattern. Okay, so the first part was, is there a syllabus overlap, and then the similarity in the exam pattern, right? So we'll talk about PFRDA Grade A phase 1 pattern. If you see over here, you'll see that you have to attempt two papers. The first paper is QRE, that is quantitative aptitude test of reasoning, and then English language. Apart from that, we also have the general awareness over here. Each of them, 20 questions will be asked from each of these subjects, and 25 marks for each of them. So a total of 80 questions and 100 marks for 60 minutes. Okay. And again, this is qualifying in nature. Now talking about paper 2, as far as general stream is concerned, it might be different for the other streams, but general stream is concerned, we have commerce and accountancy, management, finance, costing, companies act, economics, and the pension sector. Okay, so this is paper 2. Here also you have 50 questions and 100 marks, 40 minutes is the time. Both these papers are qualifying in nature as far as phase 1 is concerned. Then there is negative marking with respect to wrong answers that you mark, 1/4 negative marking, both in Hindi as well as English, you will find this particular paper available. Now, if you have a look at SEBI Grade A, phase 1 pattern, you'll see that the same subject, general awareness, with including some questions related to financial sector. It was the same in this also. Questions related to financial sector is there in PFRDA Grade A also. Then English, quantitative aptitude and test of reasoning, QRE plus GA, that is something that is there in paper 1. Sorry, and you have to go for answering. The overall marks are 100, 60 minutes, but they have given a cutoff over here. Okay, 30% cutoff is something that they have given. But if you see here, PFRDA phase 1, there is no specific cutoff that they have mentioned. In the notification also they have given that the cutoff will be decided by PFRDA. And looking at the trend previously, the cutoff has remained around 30. Okay, and for both the papers, this and also this, it has remained around 30, and the overall cutoff around 50 or 60, right? So yeah, based upon that, you'll have to prepare. Here if you see the paper 2, you can see the same subjects: commerce, accountancy, management, finance, costing, companies act and economics, for 100 marks, 40 minutes, and the cutoff is given specifically here as far as SEBI is concerned, 40%. And overall also you will have to get a 40% mark. Okay, that is the aggregate cutoff that you'll have to clear. Again, 1/4 negative marking is there over here, and people shortlisted in phase 1 would only be giving phase 2. Again, this is also phase 1 is also qualifying over here. So you can see the pattern is also very similar. Now talking about phase 2, right? If you see here, this is PFRDA Grade A phase 2 pattern. So first paper over here is descriptive English, wherein you will have to attempt the Prezi comprehension and then essay writing, which is for 100 marks. 3 questions will be there, 60 minutes will be the time, and 1/3 is the weightage that the English paper actually carries. Now talking about paper 2, you have commerce and accountancy, management, finance, costing, companies act, economics, and pension sector. Okay, so here it is for 100 marks and 50 questions would be asked. 40 minutes is the time, and 2/3 weightage is something that this particular phase 2 paper 2 has. Okay, in the overall phase 2 cutoff, that overall marks of phase 2 that will be calculated. 1/4 there is negative marking here also. Both Hindi and English the paper will be available in, and paper 1 will be evaluated only after paper 2 is clear. Okay, only when a candidate clears paper 2, paper 1 will be evaluated, of course. But the pattern, if you see, this is a pattern for PFRDA phase 2. Now talking about SEBI phase 2, the same pattern you can see over here. Paper 1, you can see that there is this descriptive English, 100 marks, 60 minutes, and 30% cutoff here also they have given, and 1/3 weightage, right? Then paper 2, if you see here, they have given for the general stream: commerce, accountancy, management, finance, costing, companies act and economics, uh, without pension sector. Okay, pension sector is not included obviously in the SEBI syllabus. 100 marks, 90 minutes, and then 40% is the cutoff that you will have to achieve over here. 2/3 is the weightage, right? And aggregate cutoff is also given over here as far as SEBI is concerned, that is 50%. So in that way you will have to try to gain the marks over here, and you can see the pattern is almost similar, right? As far as PFRDA and SEBI Grade A phase 2 exams are concerned. Okay, here also there is 1/4 negative marking, and yeah, candidates equaling 3 times the number of vacancies shall be called for the, will be shortlisted for the interview. Okay, so this is how the patterns are also similar over here. That I think is fact enough to convince that you should definitely be going for the PFRD Grade A exam. Not yet convinced? Let's move ahead and have a look at the cutoffs now. Okay, similarity in the cutoffs. So talking about PFRDA Grade A phase 1 cutoff, you can see it is around 30. It is around 30 if you see the 2025 paper. Previously it was 23.25 paper 1, and paper 2 17.25. 2022 it was 22 and 16.50, and the overall 39 around. Okay, here it is 40 around, and this time 2025 it was around 57 or 60, right? So in that way you will have to see that these cutoffs are getting clear. Now talking about the cutoffs as far as SEBI exam are concerned, You can see paper 1 it is 30%, and here also it is around 30% only the cutoff, and paper 2 it is 40%, and here you can see paper 2 also is around 30%, so that makes things easier for you. Overall it is 40%, but here it is around 50 to 60%. Okay, so in that way you can see cutoffs are also almost similar, not exactly, but yeah, almost similar. Now talking about phase 2 PFRDA, if you see, you will see that paper 1 the cutoffs have been around this 43.50, then 51, then 49, around 50s. Okay, now talking about paper 2, it is around 29.25, 33, and in 2025 it was around 60. Okay, so overall cutoff if you see 60, 63 and 63. Okay, so in this way the cutoffs are also in this manner for phase 2, right? Clearing phase 2, and the weightage of this marks of phase 2 is like this, like as you have seen, 1/3 weightage of the paper 1 and 2/3 weightage of paper 2. Not that explicitly described in the notification, but yeah, this is the weightage that can be understood. And 85% weightage to the phase 1 phase 2 marks, and 15% weightage to the phase 3 or the interview, something that is the that is calculated as far as the final cutoff is concerned. Now talking about SEBI, let's see over here. If you see 2021 overall cutoff was around 69.24, 2022 64.82, and 2024 it was 69.30. Okay, around 60. So here also the cutoff is that clear? So in this manner we will see that the cutoffs have remained almost similar in both these exams. Now talking about the final cutoff, 21 it was 66, 22 it was 71, 25 it was around 73. Now if you talk about 2025 SEBI, here you can see overall final cutoff it is around 70. So in this manner you will see that the cutoffs are also similar. I hope that is enough to convince you. If not, let's move ahead and talk about the post and salary, right? So if you talk about PFRDA grade A, then you will see that the base or the basic pay that you are getting at the entry level is 44,500. With all increments and everything within 17 years it will be around 89,150. Don't worry, this is just the basic pay. Over the basic pay you get a lot of allowances and a lot of benefits. Okay, considering all the allowances it will be around 1,57,000, right? What are the allowances that you're going to get? PFRDA contribution towards NPS, your future is secured, grade allowance, and special grade allowance, DLS allowance, local allowance, family allowance, special compensatory allowance, learning allowance, and housing allowance. Now talking about the benefits that you're going to get over and above all of this: leave fare concession, medical expenses, personal accident insurance, eye refraction cost of spectacles, education allowance, knowledge updation allowance, briefcase, conveyance, house cleaning, staff furnishing, scheme for purchasing computers, Pluxy meal cards, and whatnot. Okay, so all of these together, your in hand or the salary that you might be getting after removing all the deductions and all would be around 22 lakh per annum. And in SEBI, it will be around 25. Okay, 24 25 lakh per annum, which is almost similar. Okay, so you can see the similarity here also. What more is there to convince you that you should definitely be going for giving the PFRDA grade A exam, right? Moving ahead, let me tell you what is the eligibility criteria. Okay, so we'll be talking about this in four stages. Like we'll talk about the age, educational qualification, experience, and number of attempts. Talking about the age, there's no minimum age that is given. A maximum age of 30 is given, so you can apply. Talking about the is there any relaxation for the category who all belong to the category? So SC, ST, ex-servicemen, they have a relaxation of 5 years, which means if you belong to this particular category, 35 years is the maximum age till which you can give this particular exam. OBC, non-creamy layer, 3 more years, that is 33 years is the maximum age. PWBD, 10 years, which is 40 till 40 years you can give this particular exam. Now there is cumulative relaxation also. If you are from PWBD OBC, the relaxations get added up. PWBD SC ST, so 10 plus 5 15 years cumulative relaxation is applied. That was about age. Now educational qualification, you should have a master's degree in any of the discipline, or if you even have a bachelor's degree in law or engineering, you are eligible. Apart from that, if you have done ACA FCA, ACS FCS, ACMA FCMA, or CFA, then you are eligible to give this particular exam, right? So this is the thing. So mostly if you have a master's degree, you will be eligible. And apart from that, eligibility, if you have a postgraduate diploma also, that will be considered, if it is equivalent to the master's degree, it will be considered to be uh, it will be considered for the eligibility criteria. Now apart from that, talking about experience, till now, of course, there's no specific work experience that is required, and apart from that, number of attempts, if we have a look at, there's no restriction on this number of attempts. Until and unless you are eligible, till the date you are eligible, you can keep giving this particular exam. Okay, so having said all of this, I hope that is evidence enough to convince you that yes, you should definitely be going ahead and giving this particular exam. And apart from that, let me show you that EduTap is providing you, and if you have made your mind, you should have expert guidance. And if you think you need expert guidance, you can definitely go for the EduTap courses with respect to PFRDA Grade A exam. Okay, so here you can see you have the comprehensive gold course with which you can prepare for phase 1, phase 2, and interview. It consists of concept classes for concept clarity. The videos that you get there give you very good concept clarity. Then you can prepare from the concept notes, summary sheets, mock tests, solve previous year questions, current affair compilations. The course validity is of three kinds: 12 months, 18 months, and 24 months. Okay, like that. And what you can do is apply the coupon code and try to and with that you can get a very wonderful discount. Okay, similarly we have the silver course, wherein you have phase 1 is something that most people might be prepared with. Okay, so we do not have phase 1 in this silver course. Phase 2 plus interview. So all the subjects are given over here, and all of the things like concept notes, classes, and summary sheets, mock tests, current affair compilation, everything is provided here also. And if you're confused and you want to go for a demo, right? Whether should I go for this or not? Are there any demo videos and all that are available that I can watch? Then you can go for a 2-day demo course, wherein you can go. You will be getting a total demo of the gold course itself. Okay, for 2 days. The validity will be for 2 days, and you'll have to just pay 1 rupee, and then you can check out everything, that yeah, everything is fine or not. Are you really wanting to purchase it, right? For 2 days you can go through everything and make an informed decision. Apart from that, there are test series also, like phase 1 plus phase 2 test series, and only phase 2 test series that you can be part of. Okay, so on that note, I would like to wish all of you all the best. I think if you're preparing for the SEBI Grade A, you should definitely go for preparing PFRDA Grade A, and people who are preparing for other examinations also, you can just see what are the common parts, common components, and then prepare for it. If you have any other query, doubt, you can always call us on this number or drop a mail at hello@edutap.co.in. Wishing all of you all the best. Thank you so much.